name is Richard, and I'm a follow-up video to my one about a ship canal as a border between Russia and Ukraine and other countries, just to assure both sides that they're safer from being attacked, because that border would be a real barrier to tanks and troops to crossing the border. So this is a follow-up video to that one, or related to it anyway. So it appears that Russia is now demanding, or has demanded again, that Ukraine seize the land that Russia's grabbed, especially Crimea, I guess, because of the sea access. And that's obviously not going to happen. But let's assume, for the sake of argument, it did, that Russia was able to gain by force this land, which I don't think will happen, and certainly should not happen, but let's assume, for the sake of argument, that it does happen one day. Then what will the Russians do to the land? Apparently there's mines everywhere, as one might expect in these days. For quite a long history of mining in battlefields, long history. So the fields and the forests are just littered with mines, making them virtually unusable. Take a long time to clear these things, and to clear the roads and make transport okay again, and to repair all the electricity pylons and things, and the power generation facilities and so forth. But then you got entire cities demolished by Russian bombs. So what will the Russians do with those? If they want to actually live there, they have to rebuild them. But what with? Do they have a workforce that's able and willing to rebuild houses? Perhaps they do. They do have quite amazing resources. I've got to give that to Russians. They are resourceful. But you know, the economy is struggling because of the war. You know, it's got high inflation and so forth, and where are these people going to come from? Ex-army people, I guess, possibly. So yeah, it has to get rebuilt. But then, what kind of economy is going to be there? What can you do to the land which is just so ravaged and so damaged that it needs a lot of investment to make it better again? Now, the investment, I'm sure, would come from other countries other than Russia. I mean, Western countries, more Ukraine-supported ones. But from the Russian point of view, who's going to invest? Maybe North Korea would like to export some people there. Maybe the Chinese would, export some undesirable people to that war-torn region and go and live there. Maybe that's it. But the whole thing is just so ill thought through. It's all emotional down into the end. It's Putin basically saying he's got to prove himself and make a border, so Russia's safe and so forth. It's all empire building nonsense at great expense. And in a very practical way, I just don't think the Russians can make it work. It's a huge amount of investment to clear the mines and to rebuild the hospitals and so forth, and the houses and everything, and the roads and the airports. Huge investment, which they already don't do for their own citizens in their own country, as it used to be pre-2014. So no way are they actually able to use the land. So as I make out, just build wasteland. Technically Russia may be in their eyes, but in this argument, but nothing nothing they can actually use. It's ridiculous. It's bloody ridiculous. Just what was all the fighting for? Some huge ego cultural thing that people get really sick of.